I want to tell you about this great cheesecake that I worked out for you. It's bottomless, it's low glycemic, and it's gluten-free. I made it into kind of a cheesecake custard. You're gonna love it. Let's put it together. So the first thing is we're gonna take 4 eggs, we're gonna separate them, and we're gonna whip the egg whites until they're stiff, and then we're gonna set that aside. So we crack, open it up carefully, and then set the yolk side to side until you get the white separated out. Put the yolk in a separate bowl. And now we've got our 4 egg whites. We're going to set them into our blender here. And we are going to start it and put it on high. It doesn't take long. Make sure that you do not overstiff your egg whites. 30 seconds, check it, and then a few more seconds is needed until it's stiff. Let's go. When you lift it up and it's stiff, that's when you know that it's ready. We're going to take this and we're going to set it aside in a bowl for later. So we're ready to put it together. We're going to take the 3 cream cheese, 8 ounce each, 4 egg yolks, 1½ cups of coconut sugar, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and we're gonna put it all in our bowl and we're gonna mix it until it's creamy, and we're gonna stir in our egg whites. Let's put it together. Cream cheese, egg yolks, one and a half cups of coconut sugar, a tablespoon of lemon, and a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put this under our mixer. We're going to start off slow and we're going to blend it on high till it's nice and creamy. You can stop every once in a while and scrape the sides. Here we go. So it's creamed all the way. You want it nice and creamy like this. So it blends beautifully. We're going to take this off. And we're going to take the bowl out. We're going to clean this off and add the egg whites. We're going to stir them in manually. Do not mix them with the mixer. They are a manual addition. Now we're going to add the egg whites. And stir them in. It's like a folding is what you want to do. You want to lift it up and fold it in. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it blended, but it's still going to have bits of white throughout it. We're ready now to put this into our bake Pyrex. So instead of using a cheesecake pan, we're going to use a Pyrex for this because we're not using a crust. It's more like a custard. I did grease this pan before I put it in. Again, I don't like to push it all the way up to the edges, so I just like to give it a gentle push around so it evens it out on top. Maybe leave it a little higher in the middle. And it's ready to go. We're going to put this in the oven and we're going to bake it at 350 for 30 minutes. What's important is once it's done baking, you turn off the oven and you let it sit for 1 more hour in the oven before you take it out. Then we're going to put it in the refrigerator and chill it until it's nice and cool, and we're going to taste it. It's delicious. So here we are with the finished cheesecake. This has been chilled after sitting for 1 hour after it was cooked in the oven, then set in the refrigerator and chilled. Doesn't this look delicious and creamy? Look at the insides of that. It's so creamy and caramely looking. So I cut a piece out here. You can see how creamy this is. And then what I did is I just pureed some blueberries. There's no sugar added, it's just pureed blueberries, and I thought I'd drizzle that on top. Add a few blueberries. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. Creamy, caramel colored, it's gorgeous with a blueberry topping and blueberries around it. What guest isn't going to salivate at this? In fact, I'm already salivating. Let's try it. Look at that. So creamy. It's perfect. You need to serve this to every guest that comes to your house.